The Pentagon has admitted the number of U.S. troops deployed in Syria is more than double what they had previously disclosed. For months, the U.S. military has said around 900 U.S. troops remain deployed in Syria amid the country's ongoing, multi-sided civil war. But at a December 19th press briefing, Pentagon spokesman and U.S. Air Force Major General Pat Ryder said the true number is more like 2,000 U.S. troops in Syria.
We recently learned that those numbers were higher, and so asked to look into it. I learned today that in fact there are approximately 2,000 U.S. troops in Syria.
The disclosure comes just over a week after Syrian leader Bashar al-Assad fled the country as his government's army collapsed in the face of an insurgent offensive that began on November 27th. Ryder said these additional troops were present in Syria even before Assad's fall from power. He also said the U.S. military mission in Syria remains centered around countering the Islamic State, also known as ISIS. Ryder offered few details about how the discrepancy emerged.
As I understand it, and as it was explained to me, these additional forces are considered temporary rotational forces that deploy to meet shifting mission requirements, whereas the core 900 deployers are on longer-term deployments. And as you know, for many of our deployments, numbers will fluctuate from time to time, but given that this number is significantly higher than what we've been briefing, I wanted to let you know as soon as I found out this information. I will say that there are diplomatic and operational security considerations oftentimes with our deployments and some of those numbers, and certainly the case here.
This isn't the first time the DoD has admitted to higher troop deployments than it had previously made public. By the end of President Barack Obama's presidency, the U.S. military had been reporting the U.S. troop presence in Afghanistan had shrunk to around 8,400 troops. By August of 2017, however, the Pentagon admitted the true number was actually around 11,000 troops. The issue arose again as President Donald Trump sought to reduce the U.S. troop presence in Afghanistan to around 2,500 troops at the end of his first term. The Pentagon said they had completed Trump's drawdown order by January 2021, but by March of 2021, the New York Times reported around 1,000 more U.S. troops remained in the country than had previously been disclosed. The New York Times attributed the discrepancy to a practice of assigning special operations troops to CIA operations, obfuscating their activities from greater public scrutiny.